Good evening. I'm Dan Wolf. Laura's on assignment. Thanks for joining us. The Fond du Lac Band is celebrating a major milestone this week, welcoming home thousands of acres of land currently owned by the University of Minnesota. Northern News Now's Sophia Lauber learned more today about this land transfer. Sophia, why are they calling this a historic moment?
Dan, 3,400 acres will change hands from the U of M to the Fond du Lac Band. Well, that is a huge piece of land. Tribal leaders say this is much bigger than just the land transfer. It's being celebrated by both the band and the U of M as a step forward for reconciliation and partnership.
The University of Minnesota has conducted research and education at the Cloquet Forestry Center since 1909. But long before that, the land was promised to the Fond du Lac Band.
Some folks feel that it was illegally taken.
The 1854 treaty designated 100,000 acres as Fond du Lac Reservation land, but various acts since have split portions from band ownership, including the Cloquet Forestry Center's 3,400 acres. Now, after decades of advocacy, Chairman Bruce Savage says the Fond du Lac Band is welcoming the land home.
It's taken a number of years for enough people to be educated enough to realize that we actually have these rights.
Initiated by a recommendation from the U of M, the move was made official by a provision in the state's bonding bill, authored by Representative Leash Kozlowski.
So having Republicans and DFLers alike coming together to say, we can rewrite a new chapter, let us have a brighter new day in Minnesota, and strengthen the work that is going to happen at that Cloquet Forestry Center is really one of the best things that's coming out of this.
The tribe and the U of M have collaborated on environmental projects at the center for years. Savage hopes the transfer will allow more band members to connect with the land and continue the center's vital work.
I'm excited and in hopes that a lot of our younger generations start pursuing these careers to continue the stewardship of our lands across this great country.
$1.3 million in state bonding dollars will help pay outstanding debt on the Forestry Center. The U of M is expected to officially transfer the land this summer. Live in studio, Sophia Lauber, Northern News Now.